Math skills are so important for our kids. We're still in chapter 8 talking about supporting academics. Remember, this is you supporting the school before your kids are going to school or while they are in school. So math skills are essential to your child as reading skills. Math and reading are the building blocks of all subsequent education. You don't have to be a math whiz to provide your child with the basics to succeed. Any support you can give your child in these areas are beneficial. Just like reading, start talking about numbers and counting at a young age. When a child hears you talk and count out loud, they'll begin to make connections with numbers. For example, as you unload the apples in the refrigerator, count them one by one. This models a one-to-one correspondence. Have them count everything they see. When you are in the car, ask them questions like, how many trees and birds do you see? Let math be a discovery activity with measurement and weight. Have your child predict the height and length of the kitchen table and then measure it with a ruler, a pencil, or a paper clips. This activity not only teaches the basic concepts of measurement, but also demonstrates that there's more than one way to solve problems. In education, they'll learn that there are infinite ways to solve everyday problems. So have your child explain their thinking to you. You may be surprised by what they come up with. So also in schools, we always hear, I'm not good at math. Or a parent will tell me, well, their grades are bad at math because I'm not good at math. Well, we have to change that mindset. We have to change that and flip that. So the more that we learn about math and the more that we can teach our kids about math, the better our kids are going to be in this academic area. They're going to be stronger. Now, there's lots of resources. There's games that you can find on the internet for them to play. You can go to Khan Academy and look for things like that. You can even use AI to help support some things that you can do with math. Now, I've got some math tips down here at the bottom of the book also. So count anything you can, cans, silverware, anything. Give them real world scenarios to contemplate. So this is a great time to put some things in for your teens, your early, elementary or your elementary kiddos. Start talking to them about money. Start talking to them about how much things cost. Not just that you threw your debit card or your credit card on the counter, but they need to know that you actually have to pay that bill. And how much does this really cost? What is the value of $1? Or whatever currency you are using. And so really explaining to them those real world scenarios. I have $10, I need to purchase something and it costs $11.95. Do I have enough money for that? No, I don't. What do I need to do? Those are some real world scenarios. Have them look at a bill, an electric bill, the internet bill, have them understand it. Look at those things. Those are real world scenarios. So provide that opportunity for them to help problem solve. Even when you go to the grocery store, maybe they're calculating how much everything is on a calculator and they're writing it down for you. So you guys can talk about, we have $100 to spend at the grocery store this week. Let's figure out what we can get for $100. And so those are real world problems, and teaching your kids about the real world is really important. Make it fun by creating challenges, with time. If I'm in the middle of the United States and it's 3:00 in the afternoon, what time is it when I'm on the East Coast? And so you can create those problems with time. Teach them how to tell time. Count money. I know money is really not prevalent, but what are dollars and coins and all of those things, or whatever currency you're using in the part of the world that you're in? Teach your children about those things. And then measurement. Measure things around the house. How much do things weigh? What is their measurement? Those are some really, really great activities for you to do. There's also a little bit of information in here on science and discovery. So make sure that we're looking at that math and science connection, and we're talking to our kids about those things so that we have them better prepared to learn how to use math every day in school.